Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to be here today and welcome in Neuchâtel. Squale was born exactly 60 years ago here in Neuchâtel, thanks to the great work by Charles and Hélène von Buren, Mrs. Monique's father and mother. The 10th of July 1959 marked the beginning of a successful experience. In the 60s and 70s, models were born such as the Icon 1521 and the Series 2002 that are still in our collection. Other models, for example Squale Master, have accompanied the performances of athletes like Enzo Maiorca in 1967 and Jacques Mayol in 1970 in their world diving records. Quality and reliability are the secret of Squale's success. These values have always been in the middle of the brand strategy. That's why Squale has been a reference point for diving lovers. Even in the decisive moment of the passage from a family to the other, the continuous development of the brand has built on these two values. For 60 years, thanks to Maggi's family, represented here by Mr. Andrea Maggi, Squale has been appreciated all over the world for its innovation, both in technological field and in styling. The 60-year special edition model is the symbol of the profound bond of friendship that still unites the two families. Despite all big groups prevailing today in the watch industry, Squale doesn't lose its identity and carries on increasing with the same old values. To celebrate this successful 60 years of the brand, Squale has created a limited edition that ties the past and the present, and once again it highlights Squale's true soul, the professional dive watch. Thank you, Mrs. von Buren. Thank you, Mr. Maggi. And let me introduce the 60 years special edition.
Dear Monique, this is the watch for the 60 years. If you see, it looks very, very vintage looking,
yes.
Even if like
beautiful.
Yeah, and as Fabio said, is a blend of tradition and innovation. So we keep the box shape glass, but instead of plexi we use now sapphire, and the bezel is not plastic but is crystal. So exactly we try to keep the old value but always keeping
with something new to
innovation.
Improve.
Yes.
Yes, it's fantastic. My father would be very, very happy.
Let's sign. So I think this is a good idea to sign this moment, signing the paper of the 60 years edition.
Yes.
Voilà.
My father knew some people diving in the lake of Neuchâtel, and he introduced them to me and asked, "Don't you want to dive, to try?" And I said, "Well, why not?" I was 15 years old. So I tried, and I was just so happy to know that surface from beneath. And I went on with diving, and my father went on with trying to make better and better and better watches, because it was our security in diving. We had no other thing, nothing to tell us how long we were underwater, and it was very, very important for our safety. So it was necessary to have a very excellent watch. And that's what he tried always. with people diving for the coral, for instance, in Italy, and he gave one to a coral diver who went very deep and tested the watches, and he was always very happy with the watch. And also with the marine in France and in Italy, they tested our Squale watches, which was always very appreciated. And I went on with just a competition in swimming, and we went everywhere in Europe, and my father came with me, and I was with him.
It's a good experience, huh? And
Yes.
after 6 years we are still here. It's
Yes,
incredible.
yes. He
huh?
would be very happy, yes.
And this is the reason why we came here, to be still in the same atmosphere and the same idea. That even if the market is very competitive, aggressive, we still have to remember where we came from.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
For me, it's very important. So I'm very happy that today we share the same emotion together.
Yes, it's a real emotion.